Be me, 27. Work for small startup that's barely profitable. Coding 10 hours a day for mediocre pay. Barely making ends meet. Living in a shitty studio apartment. Fifth floor walk-up in bad neighborhood. Furniture from thrift stores and Craigslist. Mattress I found on curb with free sign. Walls thin as paper. Can hear neighbors arguing about everything. Guy next door plays drums at 2 a.m. Couple above me has very active sex life. Apartment smells like previous tenants' cats. Tried everything to get rid of smell. Nothing works. Just part of my life now. Haven't had a date in 2 years. Last girlfriend left when startup couldn't pay salaries. Had to borrow money from parents, still paying them back in small installments. Dating apps are a wasteland for me. Swipe right on everyone, get few matches. Matches never respond to messages. When they do, conversation dies quickly. Deleted apps multiple times out of frustration. Always come crawling back out of loneliness. Finally matched with this gorgeous girl. Sophia, 25, works in marketing. Way out of my league. Profile pictures look like Instagram model. Somehow we hit it off in chat. She laughs at my desperate jokes. Doesn't seem bothered by my weird hours. She suggests meeting for drinks. Panic mode engaged. Need to impress this girl. Can't let her know I'm broke. Decide to pretend I'm successful. Not outright lies, just enhancements. Small apartment becomes minimalist lifestyle choice. Old Honda becomes reliable classic car. Thrift store clothes become vintage fashion. Ramen diet becomes intermittent fasting health regimen. Spend my last $200 on new outfit. Sale rack at department store. Still nicest clothes I've owned in years. Research expensive watches I can't afford. Find a convincing fake Rolex online. Expedited shipping eats the rest of paycheck. Worth it if this works out. Spent week before date practicing confident walk. Watched YouTube videos on wine selection. Memorized names of expensive restaurants. Rehearsed fictional anecdotes about business success. Day of the date arrives. Shower for extra long time. Use roommate's fancy cologne without asking. Put on my new clothes. Strap on the fake Rolex. Practice saying my financial advisor in mirror. Meet her at upscale cocktail bar downtown. Place I've walked past, but never entered. She looks even better than her photos. Wearing simple black dress that screams money. I'm already sweating through my shirt. She smiles. I almost forget my name. We sit down, order drinks. Bartender knows her by name. Great sign for her, terrible for me. I order an old-fashioned like it's my usual, not something I Googled. Tastes terrible, but I pretend to enjoy. She asks what I do for work. Tell her I'm in tech investment. Vague enough to sound impressive. Specific enough to seem legit. Mention my team and our clients. Throw in buzzwords like blockchain and AI. She seems genuinely interested. Asks intelligent questions I barely understand. Bullshit my way through with confidence. Asks about my apartment. Tell her it's a luxury minimalist space in an up-and-coming neighborhood, investing in experiences, not things. She nods. Like this makes perfect sense. I'm on a roll now. Mention my broker and portfolio diversification. Talk about work trips to Tokyo. Completely fabricated but sounds good. Describe Shibuya crossing like I've been there. Actually, just saw it in movie. She mentions her upcoming Paris vacation. I say, I just got back. Recommend restaurants I found on YouTube. She's taking mental notes. I'm digging myself deeper. Each lie requires 3 more to support. Drinks turn into dinner at nearby restaurant. She orders expensive wine with confidence. I pretend to recognize the vintage. Bill comes. I nearly have heart attack. $175 for 2 people, not including tip. Put down my credit card. Pray it works. Card declined first time, die inside. Waiter tries again, thankfully goes through. Leaves me with $12 until payday, but she's impressed, that's what matters. We leave the restaurant, standing on sidewalk, deciding what's next. She suggests one more drink. My wallet screams in agony before I can suggest somewhere cheap. She says, let's go to your place. Record scratch, freeze frame. Yep. That's me. You're wondering how. I got into this situation. Blood turns to ice. Make up excuse about renovations. She laughs, says she doesn't mind, says she loves seeing works in progress, trapped in my own web of lies. Taxi ride is painfully silent. I'm calculating escape routes, fake emergency call, pretend to be sick, family tragedy I just remembered. Nothing seems plausible. Driver keeps looking at me in mirror, can probably sense my existential dread. Arrive at my building, graffiti on walls, broken mailboxes, sketchy guy smoking something questionable by entrance. She looks confused but doesn't comment. Elevator perpetually out of service. Out of order, sign from 2019 still there. Climb 5 flights of stairs, she's still cheerful. I'm dying inside. Each step bringing me closer to exposure. Reach my door, 6 different locks. Key sticks in 3rd lock. Jiggle it the special way. Neighbor's dog barking through their door. Finally open the door, hold breath. Welcome to my kingdom of lies. Single room, maybe 400 square feet. Futon on floor, no actual bed. Desk is an old door on cinder blocks. Kitchen is hot plate and mini fridge. Bathroom door doesn't fully close. Shower curtain has mysterious stains. Pile of laundry poorly hidden. Collection of empty energy drink cans. One sad plant struggling to live. Roomba I found in dumpster, doesn't work. Just sits in corner, collecting dust. She stands in doorway, completely silent. Looking around, processing what she sees. I'm ready for her to leave, preparing for the rejection. Waiting for disgust or anger. Mentally calculating cheapest therapy options. Instead, she starts laughing. Not mean laughter, genuine amusement. So much for luxury minimalism. I'm paralyzed with embarrassment. Try to explain, words tumbling out. Tell her the truth about everything. My actual job, my actual salary. The startup that might go under. Why I felt I needed to impress her. Face burning with shame the whole time. When I finish, she's sitting on futon. Hasn't left. Hasn't called me names, just watching me with curious expression. Why did you think you needed to lie? Her question hits me like a truck. No good answer comes to mind. Thought you wouldn't like the real me. Sounds pathetic even to my ears. She shakes her head, smiling slightly. The real you is the one I matched with. The text that made me laugh. Not whatever this persona is. I sit beside her, keep distance. She asks about the fake watch. I sheepishly take it off. She examines it, laughs again. Pretty good fake, actually. Admits she thought it was weird. Successful guy with such cheap furniture. The pieces weren't adding up. Suspected I was married, hiding something. This is almost a relief. We talk for hours, no more pretending. Turns out she's not as fancy as I built her up to be. Loves the cocktail bar because bartender is her cousin, gives her discount. Her designer purse is knockoff, bought from street vendor in Chinatown. Apartment she shares with 2 roommates, almost as small as mine, just better decorated. Marketing job sounds glamorous but pays little, also drowning in student loan debt. When the conversation finally lulls, it's 3 a.m., we're both exhausted. Expect her to call an Uber, leave this disaster behind. Instead, she asks if she can stay. Just to sleep, nothing else. I offer her the futon, say I'll take the floor. She insists we can share. Wake up next morning, her head on my shoulder. Still can't believe she stayed. Make coffee with my one clean mug. We take turns drinking from it. She has to go to work. Promises to text me later. I spend the day in disbelief, cleaning my apartment just in case. Throw out the fake Rolex. She actually texts that afternoon. Wants to meet again Friday. Somewhere cheaper this time. My treat since you paid last night. Suggests pizza place around corner from me. We can be broke together. 2 years later, we live together in a better apartment. Not fancy, but clean and comfortable. Both got better jobs, combined our incomes. She helped me negotiate higher salary. I helped her find better marketing position. She teases me about our first date. Every time we pass that cocktail bar, lesson learned, pretending to be rich isn't worth the anxiety. Being broke together is better than being fake alone. She kept the fake Rolex as a memento. Says it reminds her how we started. Real connection built on honesty. Even if it came after the lies, told the real story at our engagement party. Her friends say they knew all along. My friends can't believe my luck.